simulators. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 4 of Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm your host, Drakage2000, and you're watching the D2K Simulators channel. Today, we are going to continue our little trip here. We are level 5 with 1,557 miles driven and 10 deliveries done. I'll bring you right back as soon as we're back in the game, and we'll try to choose which job to take. All right, welcome. Let's see what jobs we've got. So we've got 55,000 euros in our bank, and we're gonna need some fat stacks of cash. Ooh, this one pays 21,000 at $41. Wow. Okay, and we go into Germany, Bremen, Germany. To Bremen, Germany. And we don't have like a lot of these towns unlocked throughout this area, so I think this is the job that we're gonna take. Yeah, because that's not only that's you know, a decent paycheck, but that's pretty awesome. So I am pretty excited for that. Let's make sure our lights are on. Okay. All right, that's on. Looks like we are moving like a big dozer without its blade. Okay, how do we get out of here? Yeah, so similar to the other episodes, right? Our goal is going to be to continue to earn as much money as we possibly can, because I certainly want to get in on getting our own truck like as soon as possible, because that's where the money's at. Once we are an owner operator, that's when we're gonna start earning a lot better payouts and stuff like that, which I'm not sure if once we own our own truck, if the next thing that we buy should be our own trailer. It very well could be, but let me know down in the comment section below on if you think that that's something that we should do. Like, is that our very first purchase after we get our own truck? Do we go for a trailer, or do we try to save up for a second truck and then get like an employee, right? So speaking of the comment section down below, I think right now is the perfect time for our comment shout out from last episode. So one of my favorite things as a content creator is to interact with my audience, because like I come from a streaming background, and so like I'm a little bit more used to like direct and immediate feedback. So anyway, here's our comment shout out for today's episode. All right. Today's comment shout out comes from SabRain0, who said, at 2146, a generational DAF hater was born today. XD. Oh my gosh. I could not agree with you more. I loathe DAF trucks. I will never ever get one. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your comment. All right, Editor Drake, thank you so much for that comment shout out, and thank you so much for leaving that comment. You know, like those kind of comments really help the algorithm and really help spread like the love for these videos that take a while to make. Speaking of, why don't you go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons down below, and that way we can continue this series, because as long as the series continues to gain interest and people are watching and enjoying it, it tells me that, you know, I need to make another episode. So all of that engagement really helps me judge on whether or not we should continue the series. I'm having fun with it, but whether or not I continue to film it is dependent upon the reactions and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, all of that blabbing and all that stuff, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's jump right into a time lapse and let's hit the road.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, and you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
All right, I'm gonna bring you back out of that time lapse because we're running out of fuel, but we're also running out of like stamina here. So I'm gonna see if like it looks like there's a rest stop up ahead, and I'm gonna take a rest over here.
Get ready.
As a result of this trip, I think I might only end up doing just the one trip in this episode, because this ride is taking us a really long time to accomplish. Okay, now that guy's just gonna stop there. Thank you for making me wait. You know, it's taking a long time to get to this point. I'm not sure like how many songs I just put in that last that time lapse there, but you know, we're gonna have to figure that all out too. I think what we'll do, this does not have, does this, wait, hold on, does this truck even have, yeah, it's got a little bed, okay, but can I rest in it? Let's see here, if I pull like right here, okay, and then I can rest. Okay, so sweet, there we go, we got some rest. Let's get our truck going again. But yeah, that's this has been quite the trip. I haven't had a trip where we needed to rest during the trip. So like that's kind of indicative of like, you know, just how far we're going here. But yeah, let's grab some fuel. I think I'm only gonna get like half a tank, like right there, and we'll see if we can make it the rest of the way on that.
Turn left.
But yeah, this job is also gonna pay us quite a bit of money, and I bet you that we'll end up with oh, I could have gone into the left lane there. I should have gone into the left lane there. Anyway, I think that it will also earn us quite a bit of XP. Those cars were not there just a moment ago. Okay, quite a bit of XP, which should let us, you know, like level up and yada yada whatever, and so on and so forth. Which is all good, but I think we need to save like 120,000 euros before we can buy our own truck, and
Turn right.
I think we could probably buy like a used truck for a little bit cheaper, but I'm a little bit more of the type of player that thinks in terms of the long term, right? And so I tend to not want to buy things that I'm gonna have to replace rather quickly, because if we buy a used truck, then, you know, like I said, we're just gonna have to replace it pretty quickly, and that's no bueno. We don't want to waste money like that. The other thing too is that my plan is for our first truck is obviously going to be a fairly cheap, you know, 120,000 euro truck, somewhere in that neighborhood, and I want that truck to be able to last long enough for me to use it as a hand-me-down to the to our employee, right? So that's kind of like my plan on that is whatever truck we end up getting is going to be the first truck that we give to our first employee as we upgrade our truck, kind of thing, you know? Like, so I hope that makes sense, but let's go ahead and time lapse the rest of this trip, and I'll bring you back at the end of it.
Hanging on to hope and holding on to a dream, wishing for the kind of love you see in magazines. The illusion falls and nothing's what it seems to be. The part left is hurting deep inside of me. Heard a whisper, someone saw you at the bar. Was it the same night you had trouble with your car? It's getting old, I've heard your stories told 1,000 times. Baby, you are using the same old lines. I'll leave it all behind. I wasted too much time, I've been blind. 'Cause there's no fixing what's been broken. This ain't the first time I'll be drinking you off my mind. Walking down the street, the rain is pouring down. By my feet I walk into a different sound. I'll leave the bitter taste of love come back, I'm finally free. The mirror I can see a different me. I'll leave it all behind. I wasted too much time, I've been blind. 'Cause there's no fixing what's been broken. This ain't the first time I'll be drinking you off my mind. Love is gone, and there's no road leading us back home. This ain't the first time, but it's the last time.
All right, here we go. We're almost there. We got like 27 miles left to go before we get there, but yeah, based on like the recording time for this episode, I think I'm only gonna have oh yeah, we do exit here. Okay. I think I'm only gonna have enough time for the one trip, but this is also like a fairly significant trip if you consider the fact that this is about the same cost, or excuse me, the same award that we were getting for, like, you know, those previous 2 trips. Like when we used to do 2 trips in those previous episodes, it was like, you know, maybe 12,000 euros, maybe like 14 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, I didn't do the math. But this one is paying like over 20, which will also get, like, you know, all of our bonuses and stuff like that for our levels, and hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully we make it to the you know, the delivery spot without any incident, which so far I have managed to do, which is pretty impressive for a Drakish 2000 playthrough. Not hitting anything, and the more that I talk about it, the more that I'm cursing myself. So I'm just gonna shut up right now and not continue to curse me as we pull in here, you know. But it will be really funny if here at the very end of the trip I end up running into something, and you know, it would make for a funny video, but, like, you know, whatever.
And then turn
most people drop off out of these videos way before this time stamp anyway, so if I do end up hitting anything, it will go unnoticed until I make a YouTube short out of it. But anyway, let me know, like, where are you in your Euro Truck Simulator playthrough? If you've made it this far, let me know. Also, if you've made it this far, you may as well join the Discord, because I'm trying to get some multiplayer games going, and what I want to do is, like, I want to do a multiplayer either American Truck or Euro Truck Simulator episode, and I also want to do a multiplayer Mortar Town episode, which I'm hoping to be able to film today. But obviously that's kind of dependent on me finding some guys to come do that with me, and well, guys and gals, I should say. But anyway, we're almost there. Just 3 more miles to go. There was a sign earlier on the highway once we started entering, like, Brussels and in Germany. There was a sign earlier that had, like, a black car next to a red car, and I think what that sign was trying to tell us was that there was oncoming traffic. That's what that sign means to me. You know, like, we started this series with, like, you know, a crazy American doesn't understand European road signs, and I still don't, but I'm starting to get them, right? Like, that sign right there is clearly like, yield, you're entering a roundabout kind of thing. And that sign right there is a speed limit sign. So, like, you know, I understand some signs, you know, like, let's be real, but obviously I don't understand all of them. The other thing is too, like, I would love to come visit Germany one day. Is this a dead end? No. Oh, okay. Gosh, no, those yellow signs looked like yellow roadblock barriers, and I was kind of worried there for a moment. But yeah, the only time I've ever been in Germany was a layover in Frankfurt, Germany. So I don't, you know, that doesn't really count as me having, I mean, it technically counts as me having been in Germany, but since I never left the airport, I've not really been in Germany, you know? Like, sure, I've been to Germany, but, you know, like, have I really? Not really. It says we gotta turn left up ahead. So let's go ahead and pre-position so that we can make that turn. That looks like a weird, funky turn that we're gonna have to make.
Keep left.
That tree was growing in the street there. Okay, so
Turn left.
let's do this. I think we turn left right here. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, cool. Which we're delivering this dozer. Oh no! Oh, are you kidding me? Right, right as we pull in. Hello, Mr. Train. Speaking of trains, there's another train game that I want to add to the channel in the future once it comes out, called Century of Steam. If you haven't seen it, oh man, it looks so good. I think it will be a lot of fun to play. And yeah, so check it out on Steam and on YouTube. It looks like it's going to be a fun game, and I think you guys should check that out if you're into train games at all.
Turn right.
There's a couple other train games that I have that, you know, I might feature on the channel eventually, but I think the next genre of game that I'm gonna put on the channel is probably a tycoon game, and I might either do Software Inc. or Project Hospital. What I'll do this week is I'll put a poll out to see like what people think, like which game we should play for our first tycoon series. But let's see, where do they need it? They need it back there. I think we can try that. So like that, but that's the whole thing, right? Like the D2K simulators and tycoon game channel, right? Like I've primarily named it D2K simulators because in my opinion I kind of feel like well, this might be a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but I kind of feel like a tycoon game is a simulator, right? So I felt that calling the channel, oh, this is an invisible wall. Okay, fantastic. Anyway, I kind of felt like calling it D2K simulators would cover my basis a little bit more, you know, like as I finally made like a focused YouTube channel, you know. My previous channel was kind of like all over the place, and the algorithm hated it as a result of that, and like couldn't decide like what you know, what kind of audience to show my videos to. And so like anyway, this is mostly me just like kind of rambling, trying to fill this airtime as I make this delivery here. And thank goodness for the drone camera, because this is really difficult to do in first person, which makes me really appreciate the people who do this in real life and don't have a drone camera to utilize. If you are a trucker in real life, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know like what was the most difficult delivery that you had to do, because I'm kind of curious, you know, like let me know in the comment section what the most difficult delivery you had to do as a real life trucker, based on, you know, like what we're doing right now, putting the load in position for that. Because, you know, like in real life you don't have the option to just drop the trailer off and skip this part. You have to put it wherever the contract told you to put it, right? Like, so speaking of the contract, that is 521 miles driven, 22 hours. And yeah, we gained a level and almost another level as well. So we got 16,000 for the base reward. Okay, so the total award that they told us was, yeah, I was kind of hoping that would have not included our bonuses, but the total number is $21,587 and 1,289 XP. So let's see, where do we put our skill point? I think maybe we go with like another high value cargo thing, and then we'll get a 5% increase on our thing. Or we, you know what, let's branch out and get fragile cargo as well instead. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for episode number 4, because I'm an hour into the recording time, so I got to condense that down to about a half an hour. But yeah, I believe that the next episode should be 2 weeks from now. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for making it to the end of that video. I really appreciate you watching it to the whole thing. You're an awesome possum. Don't forget to go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as that goes an extremely long way in helping this small channel grow. I appreciate you watching that video, and I'll see you in the next one.